Just what do you think you're doing?
Rid of the rubbish, if you must know. No wonder this place was going to the dogs. Repairing the antisocial, behavioural patterns, staff management and the bureaucracy. And where was little Alice in Wonderland, or weren't we ready for that one?
Leave them where they are, please.
You know, there have been times when I've gone home from this place and wondered why the hell I bother. And the pity of all this is that you won't be here to see how a real prison should be run.
Before you make too big a fool of yourself.
I understand that some of these things are your personal property. I'll have them sent to you.
Who's your informant, Joan? How did you manage all this?
None of your business. And the name is Miss Ferguson.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right, Mrs. Pringle. Mrs. Reynolds was just leaving.
Oh, but I thought that...
I'm afraid you're the one who'll be leaving.
Mrs. Reynolds, the reporter is waiting for your comments on the wedding.
What reporter?
Seems Mr. Dwyer had a sudden change of heart. I want this mess cleaned up now. Oh, and Joan, I want Julie Egbert's transfer papers on my desk by the time I get back.
Wentworth Detention Centre has been the brunt of a great deal of criticism recently, but today saw the start of what could only be described as a whole new life for one inmate. It may have lacked the glamour of a royal wedding, but for the former Julie Egbert, it was a day she'll never forget. And the Minister for Corrective Services, Mr. James Dwyer, was on hand to make sure that everything went smoothly. Mr. Dwyer, good morning.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to make it to the ceremony this morning, but I trust that everything went off without a hitch.
Oh, yes. We like to think that behind the stern face of punishment is a genuine desire for rehabilitation. In the case of Julie Egbert, you couldn't have a better example.
You mean Mrs. Julie Ryan, Minister?
It sounds wonderful, doesn't it? I know they're going to be very happy, thanks to the enlightened attitude of a government I am very proud to serve in.
Well, I'm sure there are two young people over there who wouldn't disagree with you. Thank you very much for your time, Minister.
Thank you.
Now to the real stars of the day, Dr. Stephen Ryan and his lovely bride, Julie. Congratulations to
Hurry
both
up,
of
Joan,
you.
you're missing it.
Thank you.
Well, obviously this is a marriage with a difference. What do you think the major drawbacks will be?
Well, for a start, there won't be much of a honeymoon, but the authorities have agreed to let us spend some time together tonight.
Well, obviously
Joan?
champagne
Touching,
will
isn't
have
it?
to wait quite some time as well.
Oh, there you are.
Julie won't be released for 5 months.
I must say, I
So we
can't
celebrated
picture her as
the
one of those tough nuts you told me about.
Sure, don't let that facade fool you. She's no different. Anything to make things easier for herself.
Surely you don't think she's just using him to get that transfer? Looks to me as if she shouldn't even be there in the first...
Wonderful. And Mrs. Reynolds, I can't thank her enough.
I see the Governor, Mrs. Anne Reynolds, has been able to join us, so we might ask her for a quick comment. Meanwhile, congratulations again, and all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Mrs. Reynolds, you must be very happy with the way things
Good
turned
old
out.
Reno, eh?
Very.
It's quite a
It's our
crusader.
responsibility.
Really stuck it up that Dwyer creep, blind bastard.
Main side.
You must have a lot of faith in Julie.
Yes, I have. I'd like to use this opportunity to give her this wedding present from the other inmates at Wentworth. Good luck to both of you.
Look, she's giving her a present. It's going to work better. Saying again.
I don't know. It's fantastic. Thanks.
Well, on that happy note, this is Karen Stringer at Wentworth Detention Centre.
All right, you want a game of pool? Stuff you then. Hey, Laurie, I'll give you a game. You can break first, okay?
Well, as long as you take it easy, you know what Sister Hall said.
Paul, you've got to be kidding. It'll be good for the kid to get in a few early lessons. I'm more worried about how Jules is going with Steve. You know, she was really worried even after my pep talk.
Oh, she'll be fine. You don't think Roach is coming down with anything, do you?
Square eyes. That's what comes from watching too much telly.
No, I'm serious. She's sniffling and she seems so removed.
Maybe she's coming down with that flu Merv's off with. Hey, you want a break or what?
No, you do. How you going?
Some woman here collecting clocks.
No, the coat. Spin your wheels?
Yeah! Oh, yeah. Real good.
Listen, I got the slip this time. I can double the amount if you want some more.
Sure. Yeah. BL winding them up.
Well, it's not exactly the Regency.
At least they let us have some time together, eh?
Yeah, no thanks to Ferguson. I can't believe that woman.
Yeah, girls really gave her a hard time when she came in the rec room this afternoon. She turned red and walked straight out again.
Oh, she deserves it.
She's not going to like what else is coming up either.
Oh?
Well, see, she found out that Nance was keeping this diary, and she used what was in it to stir up trouble, including losing me parole.
Well, that's what happened. I hope Nance has got rid of it.
Not yet. We got a plan to get her back.
Hey, hold a minute. That's crazy.
It's nothing serious. We just want to make her look bad.
Julie, you just said she stopped your parole. If this plan of yours backfires, there'll be no transfer and probably an extended sentence.
You don't have to worry, honest. The girls have been really great to me. This is something I can do for them. It's kind of like a goodbye present. I wouldn't have done anything if I thought it was going to muck things up for us.
I know. And we're definitely not going to start our married life with a fight.
There won't be any trouble, I promise.
I've got a lot to learn about you, Mrs. Ryan.
Yeah, me too. About you, I mean.
Let's start by me saying that I'm hopelessly in love with a girl I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
Lexi reckons that Mrs. Reynolds...
Can I top you up, Joan?
What? Oh, no, thanks. I've had enough.
Yes, well, it's not my favourite either. French. What would they know about expensive wines? Is your knife blunt, or do I have to put a contract out on the butcher?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Andrew. The dinner's lovely, really.
It's all right. I know it isn't the Hilton.
But it is the Hinton.
Right.
I really shouldn't take out my work problems on you.
Of course you should. That's what crusty old wine drinkers like me are for. Ness, pass, eh?
No, it's just that I get so sick and tired of people painting those women like fallen angels.
That girl on the television certainly had me in. All sweetness and charm.
Yeah, well, some of them had me fooled too when I first started, but you soon learn to read them for what they are. God, none of them are behind bars without good reason.
Well, it's obvious the department is far too soft on some of them.
Exactly. That Egbert girl, God, she's been involved in alcohol smuggling, prison gangs, and now she's a celebrity.
Par for the course, really. It's the media focusing on human interest at the expense of facts. Well, let's not spoil the dinner over it. Can I have some pudding?
Oh, no, I couldn't. I'll tell you what, though. I have some more of that, just to help you finish it.
All right, but I'm warning you, it'll ruin your putting.
Oh, get out. My putting? Oh, it's better than yours.
Oh, fantastic seeing the look on her face when Reno gave her the present, eh? It was a real surprise.
Such a pity we didn't have time to organise a proper shower tea.
Mrs. Morris reckons all the screws put in too so they could get her something really good. And I mean, a his and hers towel set was a good or what?
It's my fault, I suppose. I mean, I spent so much time on a dress that I knew she wouldn't wear.
What are you going on about?
Julie's shower tea.
What has that got to do with a his and hers towel?
What is it?
I don't know. I feel really weird.
Well, maybe it's the baby. Is it kicking?
Nah. Feels more like shuffling.
Zoe never shuffled.
Probably never deal blackjack either.
Wizard Man's the one you got to watch out for. I know you're little, but if he catches us, he's going to turn us to jelly.
Without plan, I wouldn't have coped that.
Yeah, well, I don't know how Jess and I'll go. It's the first time either.
Hello, Merle.
Where the hell did you get that?
Don't know. I just got it. Get out of me way, Lexi. I don't want to hurt you.
Stupid bitch, are you all right?
Feel a bit like a china shop, that's all. What was in the foyer?
Coke, probably. Maxwell's bringing it in, I betcha.
I better get off Mel before she gets in trouble.
Come on, we'll find out where they're hiding.
No, Lexi, look, you stay out of it.
I can take care of
Look,
myself.
Sister will go off ahead of you, end up in the sick bay again, and you'll probably lose the baby.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, get going, I'll cover for you.
Hello, Mel.
He's mine fair and square, fine as keepers.
I wasn't going to take them from you.
You weren't?
Well, not if you say they're yours, no. Do you mind if I come in?
You're not going to try and trick me or nothing.
Of course not.
Everybody's always trying to trick me or laughing at me. Think I don't know?
No, I bet he doesn't try and laugh at you.
Nah, he's me buddy.
Cute little fella, isn't he?
Yeah, strong too.
Do you mind if I play with him?
All right, but he's still mine. I'll call him Mr. Fantastic.